Hi, this is Gaymer Brothers.
Hi.
Hi. So this is February 10th right now when we're recording. We're in the middle of finished 4 in February. And how are you doing with that?
I'm doing great, obviously.
How many have you finished so far?
I don't think that's a accurate measurement of like how far along I am. I think the better question
How many
is
have you finished?
none.
Cool.
It sounds like one, but it's none. So I actually started. I finally started Assassin's Creed 3. Well, not started, but like continued it. And you know, it plays like any other Assassin's Creed 3 game.
I still do.
Wow. It plays like any other.
Assassin's Creed 3 plays like Assassin's Creed 3. Wow, that's so informative.
It plays like any other Assassin's Creed game, so whatever, it's fine. But I think this setting is really interesting because, you know, like I know a little bit more about U.S. history than I do of like the Renaissance or whatever the first one was. And so like it's fun the way they just push an original character into like U.S. history and
Historical fan fiction.
exactly, it's literally
Exactly what it is. I heard they do get a lot of things correct, and they try to not go against historical canon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of try not to completely go against things that have historically happened, and they work their way around that to introduce their OC, the original character.
That's cool. Oh, how are your games going?
So I finished, out of the 4, I finished Resident Evil Revelations and Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge, I really enjoyed how fast-paced it was. So there was not a lot of emphasis on actually fighting and shooting and things that we are so used to when it comes to first-person games. It was more climbing, finding your way out of things, and very rarely did I actually have to like pick up a gun and start shooting at people. It was a very different experience, so it was very interesting to kind of get it for free, first of all, from PS Plus, and then give it a chance. What are your favorite things about Assassin's Creed 3 so far?
Let's see. I actually, getting back into it, I actually really enjoyed the boat, or like the ship controls that you have. I didn't give them a chance, and the tutorial made them sound like a lot harder than they were. So like now that I'm actually playing it, it's not too bad, and it like once you get used to it, like you can really get into it, and like it's kind of fun. I find myself doing like 3 or 4 boat missions at a time just because it's cool.
I left them all until the end, and I did not even deal with them. But then, like, you're right. Once you get used to it, you can use them to your advantage. But then at some point, you're like, "Hey, here's 4 ships. Get rid of them." And I'm like, "No, how?"
Or like all the I do hate. Well, I don't hate, but I'm such a perfectionist. So like all the additional objectives, like make sure you get there in 10 seconds. Don't let so and so lose more than 30% of their health. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Don't touch that one butterfly that's over there. Oops, you touched the grass. You lose.
Restart the whole mission.
Restart the whole mission. And then Resident Evil Revelations, it wasn't much different than the 3DS version. I'm still not sure why I got it again. But I mean, it was a fun experience. It was still different-ish because I hadn't played the original game in such a long time. It was nice kind of seeing it like in a bigger screen, a lot more comfortable. So yeah, it was pretty good. Resident Evil Revelations. It still has that eerie look. The controllers were kind of firm and organic. But there was nothing really new that the 3DS version didn't have besides like, I think, like 2 different enemies.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That's diverse.
I know, but it was fun. I mean, there are no really complaints about it because, I mean, I am a huge fan of Resident Evil, so they could, you know, release Operation Raccoon City again, and I would probably like it.
It plays just like the other one, but it's fine. It's
But it's fine, it's fine. There's like at least 10 less bugs.
Okay.
I'll TL shade, I think. So, what are the other games you're going to be working on? What are you playing?
Well, you know, I'm coding this now. I should finish it like within a day or 2, so I'm not worried about it. I think the only big one that I have to worry about is Skyrim, actually. So I got to see where I am and how many quests are left. But that's
you said you were fairly done with Skyrim, though, right?
Yeah, I should be done. It shouldn't take too long.
Okay. Is there anything that you're particularly excited about when it comes to Skyrim or Emerald? Like something that you're expecting?
I guess the only thing I'm excited for about Emerald is getting the legendary Pokemon, so I can just transfer all of them to like a Pokemon X
all the
and
new
be done
ones.
with it and never play Emerald again.
Exactly. Just keep it like a little like secret box, like of memories, and then years from now you can just show it to your children. Like, look, I used to play this. You come.
As far as
Skyrim, nothing. You're just done with the game, weren't you?
it's nice. I'm not invested in it anymore. So
Yeah, like you're just emotionally done. You should have been done and graduated and with it.
the tassel.
A little tassel.
What about
little
you?
Tassels.
Oh.
What about me? What about me?
So, what are you excited about for the next game that you have coming up? The 1 game, 2 games, whatever.
DuckTales and Saints Row 4. So Saints Row 4 is still pretty fun. I am very excited to see what they're going to do with this storyline, because although they have kind of really wild storylines, they always ended in something even more completely unrealistic. So I'm really excited for that. In DuckTales, I'm not excited at all. I love the game. Like, I'm really enjoying it, and it's as good as it was back then, of course. However, just as back then, I still can't play for crap. So I'm there kind of getting killed and beaten by everything that's happening. You only get 3 hearts and you only get 3 lives at the beginning. So anything happens, you're just done. And you're kind of spending lives and hoping that by the time you get to the boss, you get 1 life to at least learn his movements, their movements. And you get an extra life to actually do damage. And you better hope you have a 3rd one just in case. And that usually doesn't happen. And when I was getting good at it, I got to a point where I finished everything I needed to get to the boss. And my game froze.
Cool.
It's a really nice feature,
Yeah.
next gen. I love it.
Are they taking like what is it called? Are they taking like a note from Assassin's Creed Unity?
I think so, I think in the next DLC they're gonna have even more bugs. Yeah. And then afterwards you can buy the season pass that's gonna get rid of the bugs.
Okay.
For $40.
Cool. So
Yeah.
It's like a whole other game.
Exactly. It's a whole other game that you never got to play. Shade. We're gonna get sued by all of them. Like, hey, you can't say that.
Get off of YouTube.
After this, we're just not gonna get any sponsorships.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we're.
If you paid us, we wouldn't say these things.
I mean, I like to think that we're doing genuine reviews, small reviews of like, hey, this is happening. But overall, it's not we're complaining about the games in entirety, but rather, hey, the game is fun, but there's these things about it.
Well, we can get into that a whole another time, because I have things to say about quality assurance and branding and stuff like that. So let's just
and copyright protections. I mean, I'm not saying at all that DuckTales was bad, or it's bad because I can't play it, or it's bad because I don't have the necessary quick thinking skills that a toddler should have. but there's been points where I kind of stopped playing because I'm just done. I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm just I'm gonna put you back in your little digital case and just leave you in my PS3 for a while, and I'm gonna go watch Netflix instead, because I am just too done with you.
I am Bed Bath & Beyond done.
Bed Bath & Beyond done with you. Do they have anything else to say?
Nope, I'm done.
Alright, we're gonna go home and maybe play these games, or maybe go to sleep because it's late. Make sure to subscribe to our personal YouTube channel. If you have any questions, if you want to tell us about whatever games you're working on at the moment for February, go ahead and tell us in the comment section below. And I don't know, just give us a tea, spill some gossip about your friends at school.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yes, all three of our subscribers and our moms are probably going to be commenting. I can't wait.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Moms.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. Do you want this mirror in here? Whatever. We look so ghetto. They can see it's Sonic.
It's fine. We're hanging
It's
out.
fine.